Super. Welcome back, guys. I was just looking through some tarot decks for some fun today, and I found a little booklet that goes along with this deck, and it's called the Dark Grimoire Tarot. And it does come with a couple of cover cards. They're okay, but the back is quite neat, and it does have a good quality to the cardstock. It is a Lo Scarabeo, and it was published in 2008. Now I went through the little booklet here, and I'll pull it back so I can read it some more, and I'll zoom in so that you can see the cards a little bit better. There you go. Now, the Dark Grimoire Tarot are therefore a true clavicula due to their intrinsic nature and genesis, a key that can open forgotten doors in the darkest corners of the psyche, those doors hidden in the shadows and engulfed in spider webs. Opening those doors can mean gaining knowledge of our own fears and recognizing our own dark side. And on the other page over here, I have another section highlighted, and you can see some of the card positions here, and I believe they're using that on this pentagram layout here. So you've got the definitions for each of the positions, but I liked what they set up here. As a divinatory game, randomly select 5 cards from the deck and arrange them according to the magic pentagram, which is what I showed you here. Okay. It's a symbol that the grimoires advised for fettering the demons of air, the spirits of fire, the specter of water, and the ghosts of earth. And then it goes on to give you some definitions. They're not small. Some of the little white books that we get have kind of incomplete meanings and things to the cards. And that's okay if you have other books that you can refer to. So in here it says the pentacles you see are shadows and represent matter and the element of earth. That's good. The wands are lights and represent creativity and the element of fire. That's down there. The swords are demons and represent thoughts and the element of air. And the chalices I missed at the top there. So the chalices are dreams and represent emotions and the element of water. So that's kind of neat. You don't get a lot of information. It's 14 pages there, but it does give some Dark Grimoire Tarot background and how the church condemned a lot of the books and things went into hiding. But it is kind of a neat deck. So let's take a look at it. Here you can see the Fool. And looks to me like he's sitting with a straitjacket. Okay. And here is our Magician, and that's what you can see to the left on the front of the box. Now mine had a little sale sticker here because I got it at a thrift store, and some of those stickers just don't come off that well. But there we have the Magician, and I love the fact that this represents almost his mind and thoughts that are blowing in. And he's got his grimoire there in front of him, and he's really intensely concentrating on his task at hand. There's our High Priestess. Nice coloring in this one, and she too has her book. I like the little lights that are appearing here around her. There is our Empress. Our Emperor with his ghouls beside him. The Hierophant. The Lovers. I'll have to go through the book maybe and take a look at this and see what they're talking about with that other person there on the hillside. So let's see what the lover says. The call of the creatures of the moor pierces the fog and shows us the path that leads to the subtle dimensions of the beyond. The two lovers grasp each other's hands. The time has come to decide. Say goodbye and head out to explore that unknown world between the rocks of the Antarctic, or remain united in the fading of time between the mountains of madness. There's our Chariot, quite different than normal tarot decks. I like the sort of incomplete infinity symbol here from the whip he's using. That's our Justice card. So they've swapped the Strength and the Justice card in this deck. And you can see a little poppet there. Somebody's altar where they've been working. The Hermit card. There's a lot of books shown in different areas throughout the cards. The Wheel. Looks like a rite or a ritual going on there. There is our Strength card, facing our demons. There is the Hanged Man. That's a little bit gruesome. Our Death card. Interesting with all these people down here, and you can see in the hillside carvings. It's almost like a snake coming out. Okay, Temperance. The Devil card. Let's look and see what that one says. The Devil. In the crevice that mirrors the moon, the gigantic hands of the slimy and scaly dragon emerge from the waters. Like the deepest horrors emerge from our unconscious. So that's like a nightmare. There's our Tower card. I love the lighting that they brought into this. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. And Judgment. Interesting behind the clouds here, this pyramid-like structure. And 21, the World. And there's that structure again that we just saw behind the clouds. The Ace of Pentacles. To me, pentacles are things of value. And so this book holds a lot of information that is valuable. But there's a rat in the background there. The Two of Pentacles. Our 3, the Artist, hard at it. 4. Now this sort of reminds me, some of the cards, of a zombie deck. The 5. Our 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Usually a card of patience for me. But it looks like he's called forth some spirits there. the 8, and there's the tip of that 9 of Pentacles building that we saw. Our 10 of Pentacles, a gathering. And there we have our Knave of Pentacles. The Knight, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Doesn't look like there's too many riches surrounding this king. We've got our Ace of Swords, information, writing, ideas. Two of Swords. Our 3. The 4 of Swords. Quite interesting. Let's see what that one says. I can get into it here. 4. So these are the demons that represent our thoughts and the element of air. And this 4 of Swords talks of a level of comprehension is reached and consolidated, stability and fulfillment. It looks kind of peaceful other than the images in the clouds there. We have the 5 of Swords, our 6, that's a really nice picture there. Our 7 of Swords, to me the Sneaky Pete card. The 8 of Swords, whoa, that really brings in that feeling of being trapped, controlled. The 9 of Swords, that's our fears and what we have become. Our 10 of Swords, that's very different too. Let's take a look at that one. The 10 of Swords, the end of a chapter of the grimoire represents fulfillment, consolidation, and a new beginning. Okay, there's our Knave of Swords. I like that one. Our Knight, another strong one. Now this guy is headless. Oh, and he's carrying the head there. Okay. The Queen of Swords. And the King of Swords. A lot of people have lost their heads in that sword suit. The Ace of Wands. So we have another book to start with. This one has the energy coming from it. The 2 of Wands, negotiating. The 3 of Wands. So they're bringing a lot of depth to some of the cards. The 4. Beautiful lighting for the 5. The 6 of Wands. Looks like there's a message being carried here. There's an exchange going on. 7 of Wands. Got that Indiana Jones feel. Our 8 of Wands. 9, fabulous colors there in the darkness. And the 10. That doesn't look like it's going to go so well for him. The Knave of Wands. The Knight of Wands. quite strong. The creative Queen of Wands. And our King. So let's proceed now with the chalices. I like how each of the aces have a book. And with the chalices, it looks like there's that seeing, that sensing that's coming through on the cover. Our Two of Cups. Our Three. The Four of Cups. Well, it brings in that feeling of alone. The Five of Cups. Great expression here in this woman here. Our Six. The Seven of Cups. That's a beautiful card. There's lots of detail, illustration-wise, in that one. The Eight of Cups. She doesn't look like she wants any part of what this demon is bringing to her or in the nightmare that she's having. Our Nine of Cups. Another great card, Ten of Cups. Our Knave. This is almost like, I know it's her cape, but it's almost like stairs. The Knight of Cups. A little bit more braver looking than some of the Knight of Cups we get. Our Queen of Cups. So it's interesting that this looks more like ice below her feet than the water we're used to. The King of Cups. Well, that's kind of nice. Let's just, there's the back again. It's a good size deck, you know. It's got some heft to it. It's not too long, so it's going to shuffle nicely. And I tend to like to do the overhand shuffle, but I think this would rifle shuffle really well, as you know, if that's the kind of thing that you like to do. So thank you very much for watching. If you have this in your collection, I'd like to know how it's worked for you. Have you used it during the dark moon? Do the suits do what they say they do as far as what they stand for? Be really interesting to hear your comments. And I look back on this deck with fond memories, and I will bring it out again and use it because I think I do really like the illustrations. They were very nicely done. So well done, Lo Scarabeo. Nice deck.